published, 16:52 Eastern Standard Time, 5 January 2018, updated, 19:37 Eastern Standard Time, 5 January 2018. It's fair to say the news that Jesse Lingard had signed a new £100,000 a week contract at Old Trafford in April was not met with universal acclaim among Manchester United supporters. Even some of those who thought he had the calibre to make it as a United player were not sure that Lingard deserved to command those kind of figures. 9 months on, and the 25-year-old is proving to be rather valuable to his club, both in the number 10 position and as a goal-scorer. Romelu Lukaku, centre, and Jesse Lingard, right, both score late to send Manchester United into the next round of the FA Cup. Lingard's fantastic long-range effort broke Derby's stubborn defence as Manchester United win 2-0 on Friday evening. The United players celebrate Lukaku's goal as they book themselves a place in the fourth round of the FA Cup. An 8th goal in 10 games on Friday broke Derby's resistance and pointed United towards the fourth round of the FA Cup. Ever since Lingard scored a stunning extra-time winner at Wembley to clinch this trophy in Louis van Gaal's final game in charge, he has demonstrated a penchant for spectacular goals, and this one was no different. There were nearly 84 minutes on the clock and United were facing an awkward replay to add to an already heavy fixture list when Romelu Lukaku nudged the ball into his teammate. Lingard took the slightest of touches and then took aim. An exquisite strike flew into the top corner past Scott Carson, who had done superbly to frustrate United up to that point. Derby did their best to salvage the tie but succumbed to a second goal in the 90th minute. Marcus Rashford smashed his effort off the post as Manchester United became frustrated with as the game went on. Rashford's deft header struck the post in the first half as United struggled to break down Derby's stubborn defence. Lukaku, a half-time substitute on his return from a head injury, controlled Paul Pogba's clearance to the halfway line and turned to run at goal. He had Anthony Martial in support and played a 1-2 with the Frenchman before beating Carson with a shot the keeper just failed to keep out. It was a shame for Derby boss Gary Rowett, who has done an outstanding job in taking them to second place in the Championship and within sight of a return to the Premier League, and was minutes away from another fine achievement here. Scott Carson was forced to make 2 brilliant saves, both from free kicks, to keep the game goalless at half-time. Paul Pogba's first-time effort went just wide of Carson's goal as the score remained goalless with 20 minutes left on the clock. Romelu Lukaku came close to scoring the opener, but the Belgian was adjudged to be offside as his header struck the post. But after going out of the Carabao Cup to Championship opponents Bristol City just over 2 weeks ago, United deserved this win. For long periods it was a similar story. Plenty of possession, more than enough chances but no end product. Lukaku has been guilty of missing his fair share of opportunities in recent weeks, and on this occasion Lingard's breakthrough goal left his close friend Marcus Rashford more than a little relieved. Juan Mata's free kick was one of the Red Devils' best chances early on, only for Carson to match the Spaniards' effort. The veteran goalkeeper put in a stellar performance against the Premier League side in their FA Cup tier. Rashford had just departed the stage after hitting the post twice as he once again struggled to justify playing in a central role. The best of several opportunities arrived in the 35th minute when Derby were enjoying arguably their best spell of the game. Henrik Mkhitaryan, again looking like a player who knows he could be on his way out of Old Trafford this month, popped up on the opposite left flank and curled across to the edge of the 6-yard box. Rashford was unmarked and looked certain to score. He tried to glance his header into the corner and succeeded only in directing it against the foot of the post. Having moved back to the flanks to accommodate Lukaku's half-time introduction in place of Mkhitaryan, Rashford then rifled a shot against a post again in the 71st minute. Tom Huddleston, left, came close to breaking the deadlock not long after half-time, but Luke Shaw headed clear. Rams striker Sam Winnall has his head in his hands as the visitors narrowly miss going ahead against United at Old Trafford. Paul Pogba also missed a glorious chance when he aimed wide of an open goal in the second half after Carson had ported Lingard, but it could not detract from a dominant performance from United's £89 million man. Carson produced a great save to turn away Pogba's free kick in the first half, having kept out another one from Juan Mata, and Pogba also curled 2 efforts narrowly wide in the second half. What of Derby? They struggled to get out of their own half for a quarter of an hour but grew in confidence after that. They went closest to a goal in the 22nd minute when the ball was worked forward to Johnny Russell on the left, George Thorne, centre-left, and Huddleston, centre-right, tussle for the ball with Pogba, far left, and Rashford, right. Sergio Romero screams to his teammates as Derby threaten his goal during their FA Cup tie on Friday evening. United's most expensive signing tries his luck from a free kick as the home side failed to break the deadlock. His cross forced Marcus Olsen to tilt his head at a difficult angle, but the defender still managed to direct the ball just under the United bar, forcing Sergio Romero to tip the ball over acrobatically. Romero also made a sprawling save from former United man Tom Lawrence's long-distance attempt in the second half. By then, the Championship high flyers were being forced deeper and deeper into a defensive effort, and a fine one at that. It was minutes away from paying off and taking this tie to a replay. Not for the first time this season, Lingard delivered when it really mattered for Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho struggles to watch as his United side struggle to break down Gary Rowett's stubborn defense.